Nandana Braja Jana Nandana Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Nandana Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Nandana Yamuna Tira Vanajari Yamuna Tira Vanajari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
So beautiful. Thank you.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Beautiful. Thank you so much. This is Saurabh. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
All
Julian.
glories to Prabhupada.
All glories to Prabhupada. Okay, anyone would like to stream the class? The link is in the chat. Preferably somebody on the computer.
I can try.
Sadhvi Didi, thank you so much. Making you a co-host so you can share. Okay. I think we need your video, Sadhvi.
Yes, wait. Taking it Wow. Oh my God, it is there, there, and there. You see?
Yes.
You see?
First business, protect your soul. That's the class. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have to tolerate the ad.
I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. What's happening here now? Yeah. Yeah. Something happening with my computer. I don't know what it is. I'm trying. Yes, now, maybe. What is that? What is that? I can't control nothing here. So now maybe there's something wrong. There.
Thank you.
You see?
Yes.
The class on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 5, text number 9 to 11, given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on 6th June 1969 in New Vrindavan.
Full screen.
Full screen, Sadhvi.
I'm trying. There. Is it okay now?
As was being pointed out
Yes.
that if you have labored very hard in presenting Dharmadaya. Dharmadaya means religiosity, economic development, Dharma Adaya. Adaya means beginning. That means human civilization should begin from religious means. Otherwise it is not human civilization. Dharma. Therefore, in civilized nation, religion may depend on the religion must be. The same thing is explained by Narad that Dharma, first religion, then economic development first. And then sense gratification, and then liberation. The whole plan should be that people should understand that he is not animal. First thing, this is education. In the animal society, there is no religion. But as soon as you claim to be in human society or civilized society, then there must be religion. Economic development secondary. Next. Of course, according to medical consciousness, they say Atmanam means they say body. But Atma means this body, this mind, and this soul. This meaning of Atma is soul. So there is a verse, Atmanam sarvato rakshet. First of all, try to save your soul. I think Lord Jesus Christ has also spoken something like that. If after gaining everything, one loses his very soul, then what does he get? Is it not? This is the principle. Atmano sarvato rakshet. One should give first protection to the Atma. What is that protection? Protection from the onslaught of Maya material. That is protection. At the present moment, I am under the influence of Maya, under the influence of the three qualities of Maya. So, when I get the opportunity of this human form of life, my first business is to how to protect this Atma, soul. The soul is transmigrating from one body to another. How foolish they have become. We are enjoying this nice body, human body, or American body, or very beautiful body. But next moment, I do not know what body I am going to get. But those who are in the knowledge how transmigration takes place, they can say what kind of body you are going to take next by your activities. We are preparing our body in our present life, just like we are taken to Krishna consciousness. Our attempt is to prepare for having a spiritual body. That is the whole attempt. And those who are not in Krishna consciousness, in material consciousness, they will have also a body, but this material body means full of miseries. Any body you take. Either you take the body of king, or you take the body of a dog. The body is misery. It does not mean that when there is disease, only the dog's body suffers, not the king's body. Everyone has to suffer. So, Atmanam Sarvato Rakshet means, real meaning is, we should give protection to the Atma. Means trying to save your soul. or yourself from this transmigration of the body. And a plain truth, very simple truth is given in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, Janma karma me digbam jujanati tattva. Simply by understanding what is Krishna, that is also not very difficult to understand. If you follow the scriptural intention. What is Krishna? Krishna, Sachidananda Vigraha. He is not ordinary man. His body is Sachidananda, full of bliss, eternal, and full of knowledge. So is it very difficult to understand? He has given proof that Krishna is always enjoying bliss. And Krishna is instruction, knowledge. There is no comparison. Bhagavad Gita and so many other steps. And he's eternal. Like the sun. Sun is eternal, day and night. It is our adjustment of this planet. So Krishna is there. Just like the sun is there, always in the sky. But we think this is night, this is day. And that is adjustment of this planet. Similarly, Krishna is always there. When he is visible, we say that Krishna is living. And when he is not visible, we say Krishna is dead. But simply by understanding Krishna, Janma Karma Madhibha, not in truth, not whimsically, not by your fertile brain speculation, like this, like that, maybe, perhaps. Not this nonsense. Just try to understand Krishna. So, simply by understanding Krishna, Janma Karma Madhibham Yujanasti Tattvata, Taptadeha, that person, after leaving this body, Mami, he goes to Krishna. And who can go to Krishna unless he has got a spiritual body, the same Sachidananda Vigraha. Unless one has the same Vigraha. Just like we can understand that when we take birth in a particular place, say in Greenland, which is always full with ice, or some other place. So you have got a particular type of body. You get that means that the man has got a particular type of body. They can bear. You see, we are poor. We cannot. Similarly, when you go to Krishna Loka, you'll have a particular type of body. What is that particular type of body? Sachidananda. Any planet you go, you must have a particular body. So, taptadeham punarjanmanati. And as soon as you get eternal body, then you don't have to come back again to this material world. And that body, Sachidananda Vigraha body, means one who is completely conversant with this service, devotional service. Because you cannot enter into the abode of Krishna with your predominating propensity. In this material world, our propensity is predominant. We want to predominate over you. You want to predominate over me. That is the competition. So, when we give up this predominating false, predominating spirit, I am Krishna, I am the Lord of all I salvation, this nonsensical understanding, when we give up, surrender, Vasudeva Sarvam, we understand Krishna is everything. I am simply part and parcel of Krishna. So if we remain part and parcel of Krishna, then our freedom is attained actually. Otherwise, there is no freedom. There is fall. Manadharma. I am thinking I am God, I am Krishna, I am this. Nothing. This will simply put me under the classes of mind. Therefore, Atmanam Sarvato Rakshet means to put oneself in this Krishna consciousness movement. Then your Atma, yourself is protected. Atmanam Sarvato Rakshet. Tato Dharma. Tato Dharma. After you understand, people don't understand what is his business.
Prabhupada said.
He thinks that my business is to eat, sleep, marry, and
Want me
be.
to stop here? Yeah.
Animally. Simply, they are misled by animalistic symbols. Eating, sleeping, that's all. Good house for sleeping. What?
Sorry, I'm trying, but there's something wrong with the computer, so that's why it goes slowly. Okay, is there somebody moderating this class? I had to jump out to receive a guest. I don't know.
No, you can moderate it, Adi.
Huh. I jumped out to receive a guest right when the doorbell rang, right when it started. But this is an interesting thing because I heard this class last night. I was listening to Prabhupada. Where does anybody remember where Prabhupada started?
Yeah, he started by saying that Narada Muni said, Vyasadeva, you tried very hard to present Dharma. And he then goes on to say that that without, the Dharma, Artha, Karma, Moksha, that without religion, it's not human society. That otherwise we might as well be animals, and that it's always got to be religiosity first and economic development second. That's where he started. And then he went on to talk about the soul. And I love what he said. It's like we need to think about saving our soul. And he quoted Lord Jesus, what profit a man if he gains everything and loses his soul? And then the proper thing is the protection of the Atma. And then I'll let somebody else talk about other things, but that's where it started.
Anybody else? One of the main points of the instruction that Narada Muni offered Srila Vyasadeva is you are despondent. You're not totally satisfied. Somehow you feel something's been left out. You've compiled so much literature, Vedanta Sutra, the Puranas, and there's so much information that you've given us. And why you're not satisfied? Because you haven't sufficiently glorified the Supreme Lord. And that's when Srila Vyasadeva compiled the Srimad Bhagavatam. The context of the Srimad Bhagavatam is how wonderful is Krishna. We were working with 4 or 5 brahmacharis talking about that we were training them up and giving them a chance to give class. And Devotee gave a very nice class. It was a lot of information. But the point that we had been making for the last week with those brahmacharis, which is exactly what, from this same class, that if you have a verse and you're speaking about it, praying to Krishna what to say, don't forget to draw a line between that verse and how wonderful is Krishna. Just like on Thanksgiving Day, I had a wonderful day. I mean, just incredible. Had so many conversations with different devotees and old friends. Very magical. But I could say, I had a wonderful day. Or I could say, Krishna gave me a wonderful day. I'm still talking about the experience, but giving some mention. So we can give a whole class sometimes and not mention how wonderful is Krishna. And that's what Narada Muni was instructing. So it applies to us also. Anything else? Anybody remembers what Srila Prabhupada said?
He went on to say that we're making our future bodies now. And that like our activities will dictate what we have in the next life. And he went to Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 9, quite a bit. And he ended with currently, and I really love this point, currently we have we have a nature that wants to dominate. I dominate you, you dominate me, instead of seeing that we are part and parcel of Krishna and that everything is Krishna. And we are just part of that.
Good, very good. Remember what?
Yes, and talking about dharma, that I am thinking I'm God, I'm Krishna, that is also wrong.
Right. He talked about protection. Do you remember that?
Mm. Yes, Atma Sarva
Hmm?
something, he said.
This information and engaging in devotional service protects us from the influence of the material energy. Otherwise, we become bound up by the material conception of life. And we become misdirected, and we waste the human life. Janma karma chame divyam. Remember he quoted that verse?
Yes,
What does that mean?
that we our business is not to just to eat, sleep, and mate.
And what should we focus on?
This is the same thing that animal do. So we shouldn't do the same thing that animal do.
Human life is to understand Krishna. Human life is to understand God. Right. There's what we shouldn't do and what we should do. And if we understand, Janma Karma Chame Divyam, if we understand the appearance and activities of Krishna, then what happens? Huh?
Then we know we go to back to the Godhead.
Yeah.
Then we are good, Krishna conscious,
Right.
and
That's
go back to Lord.
why not? Okay, let's go on. See if you can continue. What do we have? We have a.
What's that saying? Who coined it? Your seva will save you. Is it Vaisheshika Prabhu? Talking about protection.
Of course.
Yeah.
We are
Seva.
we're in a learning situation, and we must be nourished by our hearing and our absorption in what we're focused on. Your seva will save you.
Thank you. Sadhvi Didi, back to you. And
Then solve and sleep. It is a practice only. You don't require any goddess arrangement for sleeping or living. We should simply try to Krishna consciousness. Other things are our manuses. Sarvata Chittatu Dharma. Dharma. This Dharma. Dharma means silly. Actually, religion is not equivalent of the word. Dharma, they are explained several times, you know. Dharma means you exist by some natural symptom. That is all. Everyone has got some natural sin. That is, according to Shastra meaning, that is just like this light is understand what is this dharma, religion, to give life, to illuminate. So without illumination, there is no meaning of life. Similarly, your dharma, what is your religion? Your religion is to serve Krishna. That is your religion. Now you serve in different way according to time, circumstances, country. That is a different. But your religion is to serve God. That is it. Dive Swarupa Nitya Krishna Das, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, immediately gives you the definition of religion or your occupation, natural duty, natural function. Always mind that. Just like the light's natural function is to give illumination, prakash. Similarly, your natural function is to serve Krishna. That's all. You have no other reason. That is all. No other. When you understand this convincingly, then we are situated in our religion. Just like Krishna said in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, he said, "Karma Sansthapanakaya," just to re-establish religion. Dharma Sanstapana. People forget natures, material natures, function is there to put you into illusion. All. So our forgetfulness is our shadow illusion. We forget our relationship with God, Krishna. That is it. Instead of becoming servant of Krishna, I become servant of so many things. I say I become servant of my family, servant of my country, society, humanity, cats, dogs, so many. Servant I human, but it becomes servant of so many. So I have to convert from this servitorship to Krishna's servitorship. Therefore Krishna said, Dharma Sansthavana. This is Dharma. What Dharma? What kind of religion Krishna established? He said that I incarnate to establish religion. He never came to establish a Hindu religion or Christian religion or Mohammedan religion or Buddha religion. He established real religion. What is the real religion? They give up all this nonsense, so-called religion and faith. It's simply serve. That is real. That is real religion.
We can't hear it. We can't hear Srila Prabhupada.
You can't hear?
It was very broken. Let's try to remember what Prabhupada said so far. Who can remember?
He was talking about the Dharma, how why we are here, and to not to serve many things, but only to serve Krishna.
Yeah, we get caught up in service to the family, service to the country, service to the community, and these things can be done if they're connected to service to Krishna. Or we can become misdirected and not get the best thing, not receive the highest benefit. So, what does he say next?
That Krishna doesn't come here to for anything else than just to teach, to give up all the other things and just surrender to him.
Yes. He comes to correct the misdirected, to elevate the devotees, care for the devotees, and to illustrate the principles of religion, to reestablish Dharma. Very important. And he makes a distinction. He's not here to establish Christianity or Muslim or Hindu or Buddhist. He's here to establish surrender to Krishna. Just like that story where the Brahmins, who were very sattvic and knew the scriptures and were performing a elaborate sacrifice. And then Krishna came there with the cowherd boys and said, go to them and ask them, tell them Krishna's hungry, please give us some donation. And they said, we're busy with our sacrifice, with our ritual. And when they told Krishna that the Brahmins rejected the idea of giving a donation to Krishna, the mothers, the women came and they took all the ingredients for the sacrifice from their husbands and they brought it to Krishna. They said, what are you doing? Ritual is meant for Krishna. Krishna's here, let's give him. So sometimes we don't see the forest for the trees. We do so many things and forget why we're doing them, who we're doing it for. And so we get lost, right? So Prabhupada is saying here, don't forget that what we're doing is trying to please Krishna. Otherwise, everything else is just a waste of time. Anyone else have something Srila Prabhupada said?
I was washing the dishes just now and I was thinking, am I washing the dishes for Chinmay Radha or for Krishna? Or maybe for Krishna, I love Chinmay Radha for Krishna. Can that be reconciled like that?
The consciousness behind what we're doing is important. So when you're cooking your own dinner or you're making an offering to the Lord, in every household house, there is a deity. And the household is thinking, this is not my house. This is Krishna's house. I'm cleaning Krishna's floor, I'm paying Krishna's rent, I'm cooking Krishna's breakfast, and then we cooperate.
I'm changing Krishna's diaper.
I disagree.
Uh-oh.
Ananda Bihari is Das
Good
Anu Das.
morning, Bhima. Good morning.
Good morning. Hare Krishna. You're Das Anu Das. You're doing them for Chinmaya Radha. So she can cook a nice meal for Krishna.
Right.
And your position in line there, Prabhu?
Thank you for reconciling that. Bhima Prabhu, thank you.
Anything else? That's having us for Krishna's pleasure.
Should I start?
Yeah, I hope we can hear it. The last part was so...
You hear?
First of all, you try to protect
Do
yourself.
you hear?
Yes?
Natural function of the Atma. Try to. Because we are in this material condition, we require economic development. So that is very easy. Krishna has given you enough land to just little work. The animals are there. The cows will give you milk. If you till a little land, you get some grain. That is sufficient. Economic development. You don't require big factory, big workshop, and whole day and night with motor car and going this way and that. There is no necessity for economic development. This is my simply he will eat some grains or some this little and that whole therefore Mura, according to Bhagavad Gita, they have their scale. who are they're like the beast, a bird. It takes washerman's load, 3 tons, 4 tons, whole day working, but eating a morsel of grass. He has no knowledge. I take a morsel of grass a day, and one whole day I wear with so much tons of clothing of the washerman. You have no experience of the ass. That's his business in India. The washerman loads the ass 3 tons, and he goes to the water side, and the washerman washes all these clothing in some Bangkok river reservoir water. Again, evening, the ass brings back the clothing. So, the Kurmis, they have been described in the Bhagavad Gita as simply unnecessary. Working day and night, without taking care of the Atma, without taking care of the religion. What? You are losing yourself. Huh? You do not know what life you are going to get next life. Huh? You don't care for this. Never mind whatever life I get. This life I've got, take me for hard and accumulate money. Where the money will be? In the bank. My sons and my daughter will enjoy. This is the Yasaka Buddhi Gunapetita. Not really all bodily conception. Atau lihat Chetu Statu with Prijana Samoha. Illusion. This is illusion. Simply walking like that, without knowing what is the end of life, what is the destination. All assets, they are these things. Krishna consciousness movement is very nice. You can understand what is what. That is knowledge. So tato dharma, tato from many beginnings. Sati kutu dharma, kutu dharma. But if you do not understand yourself, what you are, then what is the meaning of your religion and your economic? You do not know what you are. First of all, you must know what you are and what is your business, what is your destination, what is your aim of life. Don't begin work, begin religious, become economic developer and so on, so on, so many. But if you are in darkness to understand yourself, then what is the meaning of the accumulation of wealth or so-called religion, so-called economic? So here now, money advises that you have explained Dharmadaya, so in different literature, you have divided the whole Vedas in understandable language, Puranas. Puranas means supplementary to the Veda. To explain the Vedic knowledge according to the quality. Every human being is under some quality of the material nature. Some of them are in darkness or ignorance. Some of them are in
Okay, we better stop here. There's only a few minutes left.
He is really emphasizing like not working like an ass and really understanding like the goal of life is not to work and slave and slave and slave like an animal. He came upon this again and again and again and again in this section.
Yeah,
Also,
go on, go.
he also made the point about how if the importance of knowing who we are, and like this last part, not what he said, like what is the use of like you know, our economic development, our wealth. First, we have to know who we are and what our purpose in our life is for first, before all those other things.
You know, Prabhupada is addressing a misdirected civilization, as it says in the Bhagavatam. Their goal, they think, is to accumulate money in the bank. And then what will happen to it? You know, there is another direction we can go in. And the ass is working very, very hard, and he just gets a handful of grass, when grass is growing everywhere. And what happens, Prabhupada gives this analogy. He said, they work so hard, they get their degree, their PhD, and then they put their diploma in their mouth and they go to beg somebody, please hire me, please hire me. And they work for some materialistic person all day long that has nothing to do with devotional service, nothing to do with pushing on Lord Chaitanya's movement. And therefore their life is wasted and their intelligence is not clear. To the degree that we give ourselves totally to devotional service, to that degree we will understand what's up, what's right. So we have to be very careful to hear from the Guru and to take shelter of another philosophy of life. Otherwise, we'll be swept away by what everybody else is doing in this world. It's so sad. They become a slave of a materialistic boss. Please hire me, please hire me. Anything else Prabhupada said?
He said, like, we are trying to provide for our family, so that's why we're working hard. But the thing is, what is the point when we are losing our own self? You know, so we are losing in that process. If we don't know our own self, what is the point of supporting and providing for others?
He explains elaborately that there are ways to maintain ourselves that Krishna has provided. We can be independent and responsible. Whether the facility is there, the land is there, the animals are there, the cow is providing milk, the rain and the sun and the earth are there. And it is possible to sustain ourselves materially without, with the intention of engaging in devotional service. Krishna is not neglecting our necessities of life. There's a conscience. Speaking of Krishna, how wonderful is Krishna?
How wonderful is Sadhvi Didi. How wonderful is Adipusha. Prabhu, thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Darshan time. Ki Jai. Cameras on. Ki Jai. If you can, please. Okay, Sadhvi, you can stop the share.
I don't know how to do it. How to do it? So, can you please take away the share, the co-host? if you
done.
take away co-host. I can't have my camera on.
Shivan Murlidhar Gaurchandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. Shingadev Bhagavan Ki Jai. Chotarada Murlidhar Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Ki. The lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which we can obtain pure devotional service. I bow down to his lotus feet with great awe and reverence. By his grace, one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. My only wish is to have my consciousness purified by the words emanating from his lotus mouth. Attachment to his lotus feet is the perfection of filial desire. He opens my darkened eyes and fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. He is my Lord, birth after birth. From him ecstatic prema emanates, and by him ignorance is destroyed. The many scriptures sing of his character. Our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy, friend of the poor, the Lord and master of the devotees. Oh, Master, be merciful unto us, and give us the shade of your lotus feet. May your fame be spread all over the three worlds. We take shelter of your lotus feet. Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Thank you, Janitai Prabhu. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, welcome to the Afterglow. Would anyone like to speak? Share a reflection? Ask a question? Pertinent and intelligent? Or impertinent? Devaki, you have a question?
I guess everyone. I don't have a question. I was just thinking a lot of what Prabhupada was saying about so important for us to first know who we are before just otherwise at doing everything else. Like we don't even know what the point of what we're doing is. And I was thinking about what Adi Prabhu said that that's sad that so many people are just become slaves to just their senses and just their jobs. And then that's why it's so powerful that Srila Prabhupada gave us this process so that we can tell people that there's more, there's that's not the goal of your life. And there's another goal that is much more important to strive for, that is eternal and beyond just this one life. So I was just appreciating Srila Prabhupada and appreciating that we have this process of Krishna consciousness to give people, and they can know that there's so much more to life than just doing those things. So I was just appreciating Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, I didn't share.
Thank you, Devaki. Yeah, that's such a relief to hear that we're meant to do devotional service. We are eternal, full of knowledge and bliss, and that there's Krishna who's always there for us. And then everything else will fall into place somehow or other. Maybe even the dishes will wash themselves one day. I don't know. Sadhvi, did you raise your hand?
Yes, for me, I wonder. I'm not saying that is so, but I'm just wonder because of my 6 children, I learn about some movies and so on and so on. And there are so many movies that done in so many ways and so on. For me, it sounds like each yoga is one of this epic movie, and everyone in this movie have different role to play. You know what I mean? And Krishna wants us to just remember wherever you are, while you're doing what you're doing, remember that is where me, remember me, think of me. Whatever you do, I am the supreme that you have to surrender to and to understand, to respect, and so on and so on. And whatever is happening in your situation is the role you're going to have. Just accept it and do your best to serve me. It sounds like that. Do I understand it wrong? Thank you.
Yes, material life is a farce. Without Krishna, it's just a farce. It doesn't make sense. But when you add Krishna to whatever situation you're at, then everything starts making sense all of a sudden. Children, job, all those things start making sense if Krishna is added to it. We don't have to renounce anything prematurely. We just need to renounce some bad habits and some suffering, and then everything else can be included in devotional service and offer it to Krishna. Like you said, Sadhvi, do it as an offering to me. Whatever you do, Yat Karoshi, whatever. I mean, of course, we have to understand that in the context of the Shastra, that there are some things that we shouldn't.
Of course. I don't mean that you should just drink what you want to drink, what alcohol and drug, and just dedicate it. I mean, that's not what I mean. Absolutely not. I understand that. Thank you.
Sadhvi, we're watching you. Yeah, we're watching you. Don't worry. Okay, Narottam Nitai or Abhaichara Narvindra. Who are you, Prabhu?
Yeah, no, I changed my name. I want to be Srila Prabhupada's disciple. In the sense, just dedicated to Srila Prabhupada and his disciples. But yeah, I wanted to say, yeah, this is so true because association is so important, and Srila Prabhupada is like like the pure devotee Nityasiddha. So he's able to do the like the whole like being the acharya, being the guru for the entire world type of thing. But like for us, for most of us, we're like association really matters, and Srila Prabhupada's books have been translated into many different languages, and so like wherever we come from, whoever we associate with our family and stuff, we can inform them about Krishna, and not only that, like there might be some soul searching, so to speak, that we all have to do in a matter of speaking. Sri Prabhupada says a lot better, but like in the sense, like who we are, where we come from, what is our purpose here, and and like a lot of other things, like because like I'm personally from India, so like for me, Sanskrit is very like dear to me, and like some Indian languages I want to know, and I want to know like some of the history, like but then my own personal thing goes into the whole makeup of finding out who I am and relating to those who are my associates. So yeah, I guess like what I was trying to say is that um like not everybody can be like or like Ayendra Prabhu. You just hear kirtan once and you just run after the devotees and your life is perfected by doing kirtan. We wish we could do that, and maybe one day we'll be able to do that, but but for a lot of us, you know, we have to really search within to, um, and it depends on time, place, circumstance too. Like some of us, we have to work in order just to keep our house and stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of things, but that's what I wanted to point out. This is my own small reflection. Thanks for listening.
Nartom, your sincerity is so clear, and I noticed that as you come to the class again and again, your enthusiasm, your confidence, you know where you're going, you know which way is up, and I see purification, I see faith, I see enlivenment. You're changing. We're in the process of cleaning up. I've got a lot of things to clean up in my life, but I'm confident of where we're supposed to go. Prabhupada's given us such amazing standard of purity. And even if we're not there, if we know where we're going and we're working on it, um, it's a relief because people are lost. I mean, not only do they not know what they're doing, they don't know what they're doing. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I wanna touch on one more thing. I was in New Mexico in 2009, 2010, and I met this devotee, Sukadev Prabhu. He was a Srila Prabhupada disciple. And he told me that he used to be alongside of Ayendra Prabhu, and they used to do kirtan, together, and like he was really great kirtaniya, and he was really like physically very well built, and like Rocky from Philadelphia, like in that type of sense, like a boxer. And as an amazing devotee, he showed me how to play some kirtan, and this is where I'm getting like, I feel like sometimes I'm a little bit hard on myself, but like this is the thing, like I need to fully surrender to Krishna, because when we do, Krishna takes care of all of everything that we're, for I carry what you lack and preserve what you have, and that's one of my favorite verses from the Bhagavad Gita. So in order to fully surrender, though, but to have that full faith, it's not an easy, it's a tall order, So Srila Prabhupada teacher. Thank you very much.
We want to invite you to come and visit here in New York. Just come for a visit, and see what Krishna is doing here. It's pretty miraculous. And, Prabhupada would say, join the Krishna consciousness movement, He opened the door and brought us in, no matter how broken or crazy or how ridiculously fallen and how long we'd been down. He had open arms, And there's a way we can work together, I believe. That's what happens. 2 + 2 = 3 or 5. When we join with the devotees, Krishna is so wonderful that he's helping us to go forward. And my father had like 9 brothers and a sister. On my mother's side of the family, there were 14 children. And then World War II came, and they all went to war. They gave up their fiance or their business or whatever, and this is a war level effort. They went across the ocean. They were gone for years. So they threw themselves into something that they thought was really important. And right now we're at war.
Did they all come back?
But please don't interrupt. I know you have
I'm
wonderful
sorry.
passions.
I'm sorry.
Because it misses the point if you interrupt, okay? You're right. Some of them didn't come back. But the point is, this is a war level effort. That, the world is going to hell in a handbasket, going down the tubes, and Prabhupada is coming to rescue a misdirected civilization. Landing on the shore of North America, one little old man with no money, no help, and he took on a gigantic civilization, entire Western civilization, and he's calling us, come on, let's go to war, let's throw ourselves into it, let's figure out how we can work together with whatever resources and ability we have. Let's join the Krishna consciousness movement. So please come and visit us. We're doing our best, but I mean, I believe that Krishna's calling you. I'm sorry to talk so long. All glories to Prabhupada.
Yeah, I want to join the kirtan party. I'll definitely consider. I'll speak to my parents too, because I'm the only child. So, well, I'll definitely consider.
Come and see. Come and see.
Yeah, come and see Adi Bhusha Prabhu in his bhajan kutir. He'll put you in the chair. He'll get your feet massaged by a robot. He'll play a song for you. He'll
I
take
did I did kirtan in downtown Chicago once. It was really nice. We were in, like a bunch of devotees in a line format. It was beautiful.
We're sure Krishna was pleased by your effort.
Jai. Would anyone else like to speak? Okay, all right. Krishna
I
Kumar.
would like to say that Radharani had her beautiful braid with pearls in it today. I don't know if anyone noticed.
Keep going, Krishna Kumari. Keep going.
Yeah, we have time.
Yeah, we're beyond time when it comes to class.
Well, Gaura Chandra looked very majestic today. He had layers of jewels, ruby red and silver, again and again around his neck. His garland was made of very fragrant white flowers and roses, and his turban was very extra jubilant with a beautiful peacock feather right on top. Pink cow herding rope today. We herded cows yesterday, our big Madhu, and Madhu has a teal and light blue rope. And today Muralidhar has a pink rope. It looks just like it. And he also has his bugle for calling in his beautiful cows, which he knows each by name. And his garland is swinging as if he is swaying himself while he is playing his flute to attract his most beloved Srimati Radharani. And Radharani, all the gopis worked so lovingly on her braid, and they tucked little pearls in it. And they even wanted to get these special leaves to put in her bouquet to tell Krishna which tree to meet her at. And in this way, Radha Muralidhar are enjoying Hare Krishna.
Wow. Krishna Kumari, you are a Kavirani. You're more poetic than Bhima. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Krishna Kumari.
Sweet, sweet.
Sadhu, sadhu. Okay, all right. It's time to recite the Maha Mantra with an enthusiasm and faith in Krishna's protection and his plan for us. So, Jay Robinson, please unmute yourself if possible and recite the Maha Mantra loudly.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jai Robinson Prabhu, thank you so much. Sweet.
Haribo, thank you.
Hare Krishna, happy Sunday, everybody. Thank you for your association. It was very uplifting. See you again tomorrow. Haribol.